Here we go, man. What's up, guys? This is your boy Y Dubs again. A little commentary on this. Actually, I have something to talk about. This was a game. I think. Don't really remember who was in it. It looks like I started recording the game late though, but maybe at the end of the game I might have posted. I might have shown everybody who's in the platoon, so you might be able to tell who we're playing with, if we're playing with anybody at all. I think we are, but I don't really remember. Um, who? Yeah, because it's just me and Kill. So I'm assuming the other guys are on the other squad, and it might have been it might have been maybe 10 of us in the platoon. Actually, that's right, because I think 10 of us in this grouped up, 10 R&D. I'm not sure, because I do remember Noisy did went for the gate. That was funny right there. Noisy ran straight for that gate. That was funny. Yeah, because Noisy was OIC. Anyway, I think we're attacking Sever, is it? I think so. Don't really remember, but anyway, the reason I had to put some. I was reading this post on this. I'm not sure if everyone knows about it. I know a lot of people in the mag community knows about it. There's this website called MAGvets.blogspot.com, and the last post that they had, it's titled Mag Community Day, because there was something on the SOCOM 4 in the game. Like, I think it was like at a bus stop. There's a photo of a mag soldier and a date under it, June 19th, 2011. So everybody's under the assumption that something's gonna happen. So with Zipper and Mag, maybe they might do a Mag 2, or maybe according to the website, they think it's gonna be some kind of like just discussion or something like that. So they posted about it, and what they have now, well, there's some things that they're suggesting that a couple mag veterans go over there. You could read it too. The website is MAGvets, MAGvets.blogspot.com, and that you're gonna see they suggested English, Snake, P Diggy, Styley, Shaka Zulu, Contraband Joe, a few others, to go and discuss some suggestions for Mag 2 or a new patch or whatever. But the thing that got me, because some of these suggestions are just totally absurd, man. I agree with a couple of them, or a good amount of them, but some of them, and this is the thing, like, I don't want, not that I don't want, but like, if Zipper developers are reading this, you know what I mean? They're looking at these websites. They're thinking that this is just like a general idea of what mag fans want, and you know what I mean? Like, that can't be the case, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just, some of these ideas are just crazy. I don't want to say crazy, but you can't just totally turn the game into a whole other game. And right now, I'm just gonna go down the list of all of the suggestions that they did. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna start off with this one, training mode. And I think I have like 20 minutes in this match right here. I'm probably not gonna do no gameplay commentary. It's just because I need this, some kind of background footage so I could talk about what I want to talk about. So I think I have enough time. But anyway, I'm going to go down the list. The first one is training mode, and that one I agree with. That one I definitely agree with. I think that, which is even a better idea from what they said. I mean, is that the training mode should be the only offline mode in the game. Like, that you don't have to connect to the internet. So where people just bought the game or something like that, they play offline just so that they can learn the game, like a training mode. And that I agree with. I'm cool with that. I like that idea. Regular content, definitely, I agree with that. And I'm going down the list of what they have on the website. So if you go on the website and you read it, you'll see that they have it's not numbered, but it, the suggestions are underlined. So the next one up is regular content. I agree. Mag should have more maps and stuff like that. Like, and he also said something about um, a monthly premium or something like that, and I'm cool with that. I don't know how everybody else feel about that, but I'm a Mag. Like, I'll play Mag forever. I don't really care. So I wouldn't mind, paying like, a couple dollars a month. And some of us have like what, 2 extra character slots, so some of us are already paying like $2 a month every month. You know what I mean? So an extra $2 more just so that we can get regular content is nothing, it shouldn't be that much of a big deal. So if that was implemented, I wouldn't have no problem with that. But I can't speak for everyone about that kind of service. But if you're paying every month, you can expect like new maps, you know what I mean, like, dedicated servers, and you know what I mean. I'm cool with that. So regular content, definitely, I agree with that. Game integrity, I don't like that idea of having a 5-minute rejoin game penalty. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Sometimes we get disconnected and we may not even be able to get back into the game. There's been games, man, I don't even know, I can't even tell you how many kills and how many XPs I had, and and the win. Not even forget that, and we're about to win, and I can't get back in the game. All I just want, like, if I work hard for 25 minutes, 24 minutes, or whatever, I'm doing my thing in the game, and then for it just to disconnect on me, I want my stuff back. I want my win. I want my W. I want my ribbons. I want my stats. I want everything back. So I'm not feeling that 5-minute rejoin, because sometimes you sign, you get disconnected, you sign back on, you get in the game, that might take like 2 minutes on its own, 2-3 minutes on its own, and then now you gotta hope that the game is not full, because if it's full, you're not gonna be able to get in the game. Sometimes you can kick, but Mag is substituting people so fast you can't get back in the game. So I don't like that at all. You know what I mean? That game integrity shit, that shit is bogus. Just that 5-minute rejoin game penalty, fuck that. They need to think of another, come up with another way to discourage people from quitting games or rage quitting. You know what I mean? But that shit right there is gay. Clan wars, definitely. I don't even have to say anything about that. Definitely implement clan wars. Definitely. I'm not even going. Bulky weapons. Okay, come on. Just allow the guys to have their sniper rifles and be able to move. Like, some people, I find that they get killed by guys. And this is the thing. This is a video game, guys. This isn't real life. Like, if it was real life, it's different. But this is a video game, so you gotta you gotta have the entertainment factor into these games. You know what I mean? We can't. We want to make it as real as possible, but we also have to include the fun factor. So, come on. Like, these dudes have their sniper rifles and they want to move. Let them move with the sniper rifles. It's different if you have a what's that? The grenade, not the rocket launcher. I can understand that. We can't move with that. That's different. But a sniper rifle, like, come on. That's just ridiculous. And the LMG, we're supposed to be slower because we're using the LMG. Just come on. Okay, OIC platoon leader abilities. I like that idea. That's cool because you can, being able to converse with your platoon before the game starts, or that 30-second wait before the game starts would be good. You can tell everybody spawn wherever you want them to spawn. That's excellent. I agree with that idea. More neutral maps. Alright, that's some more gear shit right there. Like, I like, having the attack and defend. Like, and this is another thing. Like, guys been complaining about the maps being OP and this is why they win all the time. No, because look at it, and I'm on Valor. I'm a Valor soldier. And maps was not the reason why. We're not the reason why Sever is as dominant as they are. Because look, all the maps are neutral, and they're still holding all of the contracts without letting them go. You know what I mean? So it's not just the maps. I agree. Some of the maps are a little bit more favoritism. I agree definitely, but it's not that much so that big of an impact. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, you can still win. You can still beat them on their own map. It's not just. That doesn't have a big impact like that. I do have to say, defending Flores Basin map, that is definitely like extremely hard. And domination, I'm talking about domination right now. That's hard because it's if you allow them to get inside your pump stations letter, they can camp you. That's the easiest map to camp on, to camp the guys spawning. So definitely, I agree with that. But Severus map and Valor's map, you know. So, and you know, like forget the more neutral maps, man. Like, how can you? That's another thing. How you can even suggest interdiction and escalation when those are the least with the games with the least amount of players in them? Why would you tell them to put more neutral maps? It's good having to be able to defend your own turf. You know what I mean? I loved it when I was able to go in Alaska Terminus, and you know when I'm defending Valor's home court. You know what I mean? I don't want to be going to defending Ravens. That shit is gay. If I wanted to do that, I would join Raven. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't like the neutral maps. Fuck the neutral maps. If they're gonna do the neutral maps, okay, fine. But leave some modes where it gives us an identity. We can feel like, all right, we're fighting for the PMC. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Weapon damage. Don't agree with it. Don't agree with it at all. Do not agree with it at all. If you want, that's another thing. Like some things, it defines a PMC. It gives it the personality, and there's pros and cons with each weapon for each PMC. If you join Sever, you got a powerful weapon, but it's slower. You know what I'm saying? You join Raven, you have a faster weapon, faster rate of fire, but it's weaker. And Valor is balanced, so that's the beauty of it. And they're not that far off. They're they're different, but it's not that much of a difference where it's like, oh, once I get shot by one Sever. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. It's powerful. It's more like the Sever guns maybe more powerful than a Valor gun or a Raven gun, but not a whole lot, not 100% difference. You definitely can feel the difference. I'm not gonna deny that, but it's not. Come on. It's not the deciding factor. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, if they were to make that change to, everybody's PMC, everybody's weapons are the same, I'm not gonna mind that. I'm not gonna. It's not a big deal, but I just don't agree with it. But I'm not super against that idea, but I'm just not gonna agree with that. More MMO elements, I'm cool with that. PMC H quarters, love that idea. That right there would be excellent. Just being able to just poly with other Valor clans and say, let's do this, let's do that, or right, you know what I mean, before even thinking about entering the game, or your own clan members. Or I love that idea. And even going further, the revolutionary economy. Both of those are good ideas, because what you can do. Oh, thought I heard someone in my house. That's crazy. Man, I need to get me a burner, man. Shotgun or some shit, man. The economy. I like that idea because I have I don't even know, maybe a million or so CPs. What am I doing with them now? I'm just building them for no reason. It would be cool to be able to use some of those CPs. Let's say you want to purchase something for your clan, like a little housing area, something like a mini PlayStation home. But I'm pretty sure with that kind of, because that's extra. That's like beyond. That's extra. You know what I mean? With that kind of thing, I wouldn't mind having that be under a subscription base. You know what I mean? Because that's a whole lot of design and a whole lot of you understand what I'm saying, to be free all that time and just have all that stuff, the PlayStation home, and being able to customize an area for your clan or for your PMC. That's extra. You know what I mean? But revolutionary economy is cool. You know what I mean? Like I could, it would be cool to give some of my money to new clan recruits or people that just bought the game, stuff like that. So I like those ideas too. Movement, I don't agree. No, I agree to a certain extent. If you have heavy armor, you should move slow, and I think we do that now. I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure what that is about. I guess they don't want people with heavy armor to jump or run, which is ridiculous. I don't want to say it's ridiculous, but come on, stop complaining, man. Pull your skirts up, man. The knife. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I may have to sit the fuck down for this one, man. Let me see how much time I have here. 7 minutes left in this clip. Cool. Who the fuck? Oh. She's sleeping. Yeah. What? The knife. Not talking to you. I'm talking to my mad community. My wife just came in. She has an attitude. Alright. Okay, knife. And I'm just gonna quote this guy. He said MAG is an FPS, not a first-person knifer. Pull your fucking skirt up, man. I'm tired of dudes complaining about the knives, man. If that's the case, if you want to do away with the knife, then do away with the grenades, do away with the airstrikes, because it's not a first-person grenader. It's not a first-person airstrike game. It's a first-person shooter. So maybe they should just give us a pair of drawers and just the AR guns or shotguns or whatever, and then just call it a day. Just have, you know, just look like those old Greek gods with the fucking leaves around our waist, with the ammunition on our shoulders, around our shoulders and shit. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, stop complaining about the knife. It's part of the game. Like, you use it, everybody uses it. If you don't like getting knifed in front of your face, then get better. Well, stop fucking complaining. Forget all that shit, man. I'm tired of dudes complaining about the knife. You guys made them nerf the extended reach. I took the L on that, no problem. But now they want to just get rid of the knife totally. Like, only when you should only get knifed when you're behind them. What kind of gay shit is that, man? Come on, man. Like, no, I'm not feeling that at all. Yeah, I'm doing a commentary. I'm not feeling that at all. At all. They Zipper needs not to change that at all. Let me move on, because I can keep on going about the knife, man. Customization. That's cool. Customization is cool. True flanking routes. Being able to spawn behind the enemy. You know, I'm not sure about being able to spawn behind them. That would be a little bit too extra. Like, I think guys just want the games handed to them without having to work for it. Like, you know, just stop trying to look for ways to cheese. You know what I mean? Just spawning behind them. I'm not really feeling that. You know, not a big deal with me, but I'm not really feeling that. Local server option, not really feeling that. It's not a big deal with me, but I'm not really feeling that off the strength that, you know, everybody bitch about lag, so nobody will play with other players across the country or in another region. Like, I think that local server option would just totally kill the game. You know what I mean? I definitely think so, because dudes complain about the lag in MAG, and that's why they don't play domination. So they all go and crapatage and fuck the game up. So I think that local server option, you know, it's cool. Do something to fix the lag, definitely, but being able to have a choice whether to play people in your own town, I'm not really sure about that. Winners prosper. This was the reason why I chose to do this commentary, actually. I only have like 3 minutes left in this commentary, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up really quickly. But the winners prosper. That's something else. That's just totally absurd right there. Totally absurd. If they were to implement that now, who in their right mind would play on Valor? Who in the fuck would want to play on Valor when you go into a game, you do your thing, and you get 800 XP, and just because you lose, maybe because the other platoons weren't holding up or whatever, you're only awarded 80 XP. 80 from 800. That's fucking stupid. Like, they gotta find another reason to you know, an incentive for teamwork, because that right there is just stupid. Stop rewarding losers. That's just dumb. Straight dumb. I disagree with that totally, and Zipper needs not to change that. You know what they can do is instead of placing Fraggles double XP on the Fraggle structure, they can place it on the waypoints. So you can place a Fraggle anywhere, and the only way for you to get those double XP is for you to be at the waypoint. Because right now, you'll Fraggle the bunker, but the objective is at the burnout tower, so they're getting points for the burnout tower, so they're going there. You know what I'm saying? So if you place a waypoint, if you're only placing at double XP where the waypoints are, the squad leader just places anywhere you want. He wants the people to go to, and that's it. That might be a better idea instead of just 1/10 the XP. I mean, who thinks of this shit? Oh, time is running out. But that's, you can look at the rest and, judge on your own, man. But my time is up here. I only have like 1 more minute. So hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'm gonna post this on the link to this video on the mag. You could if you guys think I'm wrong, if you guys agree with me, comment, whatever. And I'm signing off. And read the website yourselves.